Well, good afternoon, everybody. Beautiful day here today. It was a little chilly out this morning, but it seems to be turned out really nice. It's 3:30 here in Western New York. So today I am making a applesauce raisin cake. Got all of my stuff here, so I might as well just start. And let's see, first I'm going to go off with my butter. It's 1 cup. Whoops. It's 1 cup here. Half. So that'd be 2 sticks. There we go. And we're going to put our spices in. Let's see, we'll do our cinnamon, which is 2 teaspoons. Yep. I made one of these earlier this week. 1. Oops. 2. There's my cinnamon. And then 1 cloves. 1 teaspoon of cloves. Okay. And here I have nutmeg. And it's going to be 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Oops, a little chunky there. 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. There we go. And then it calls for soda, baking soda, which is 2 teaspoons of baking soda. There's 1, and there's 2. Okay, doke. We have 2 cups of white sugar. That's this one. Put some white sugar here. Need to cup measure. I remember years ago when they out in Dunkirk, Fredonia, I think. Dunkirk, Fredonia, used to have Furches. Maybe people around my age remember that out there. And it was like a day-old breads and all that stuff. And we used to always, my mother used to always buy the snacks. For snacks, like Hostess cupcakes and all that thing. Can't even remember the things now, but one thing she always bought was applesauce bread, or rolls bread. Here we go, I forgot to plug in again. Let me get this plugged in. So she brought the rolls, and she brought these applesauce. They're little cakes. And because she got so many of them, she'd put them in the freezer. And every time she'd go back into the freezer to get snacks, the applesauce bread, or cake, was gone. Because as kids, we used to love eating it frozen. So when I found this recipe, I thought, oh, I've got to make it. And it is really good, except the one that we bought before didn't have frosting on. This one is frosting. So I frost it. Usually they just put confectionery sugar on it. I frosted it. I'll show it to you later. So then we're going with 2 eggs. One, 2. Okay, and we'll mix that up a little bit here. Okay, now we're going to go with 4 cups of flour. Using my 2-cup things again. So I'll do 2 of these because you want 4 cups. I don't know about you, but I have been getting so many spam calls today that it's unbelievable. Especially on just not my home phone. I think you probably can hear it ringing now, but also on my cell phone. Irritates me so much. So that's what that was, a spam again. I love it when they call and we're just sitting down for supper and I ask them, please give me your phone number, and when you're sitting down for your supper, I'll call you back. And then they hang up on me. I don't know why. I guess they just don't want to talk to me that bad. So I'm putting 4 cups of flour in here. So it was 2 each one. So this is my 4th cup right here. Okay. Now I had taken, it calls for applesauce, walnuts, and raisins. So I had taken my walnuts, and I've already put them through my processor, and that calls for 1 cup. And that's exactly what I have. So I'll throw that in there. And let's see what else we got. We have applesauce, and it calls for 2.5 cups. Last time I bought applesauce, I bought it in the jar. So I don't know how much is in a can, so I had 3 cans, so I'm hoping I have enough for 1.5. No, 2.5. So I may not quite have enough for 2.5. There's 2. Oh yeah, this is a 2. Yeah, I'll have enough. So there's 2. Right there. Sometimes I have to remember what I'm doing and I end up putting more in, so then I end up making 2 batches of whatever I'm making. So, put this down so I can see. So, now I need a 1/2 cup. And there we go. 1/2 cup in here. But it's getting that time of the season where we're making our own applesauce again, so I won't have to be buying it. And our farmer's market up in Foresthill has closed, so we're done. They're still going Dunkirk, Fredonia, but Foresthill, they're not. They're done. They weren't getting the business in their small little community. They weren't getting the business. And then half of their parking was taken away. So we don't have it. So now on Saturdays I have to go to the farmer's market and get things if I want them. So, and then it calls for 2 cups of raisins. So I have some raisins here. You can use more, you can use less, you can use as much as you want, as far as the raisins and the nuts. Okay. Just getting 2 cups of raisins, so. And a lot of people say to me, you don't follow the recipe like it says. You're supposed to cream this together. You're supposed to cream that together. Well, you know, sometimes I've baked for so long that you almost know what you can do and what you can't do as far as mixing things together and doing it up. So, and then I took this will make a 9 by 13. So I oiled this, I floured it. My oven is on 350, and it says here to cook it for what the heck did I see it? I think it was 35 minutes, but I cooked it almost an hour because it's so thick. I guess if I would have made put it in 2 different containers, but I didn't. I only put it in the one, so it'll take probably a good 45 minutes. But check your oven. I check after 30, 35, and I check it to see how things are going. You can also make bread with this. Use this and just put in your bread loaves if you want. But I have to make this for a party, so they wanted just a cake, so that's what I'm doing, is just doing it as a cake. So, and we're just gonna put it in a dish, even it out. Okay. As you can tell, there's a lot of batter in here, but when I made the first one, it worked in these 9 by 13. It's just that it's going to be very, very high. So here, so this is a batter from the cake. So I'll put that in the oven at 350, but I want to show you what I have here. Okay, this is the one I just made the other day. Let me get a fork here and get it out. Come on, Spam. So here's the what it looks like. That's the height it's going to be. So it's a nice, I frost it with my confectionery sugar frosting instead of putting confectionery sugar on it. I frost it with that. Joe likes that. So this is all that's left. I made this today is I made this Tuesday, and this is what's left of it. So it must be good. So that's my applesauce cake. I hope you liked it, and I hope I'll see you again, or you'll see me again. Have a nice day. If you can get to go outside, go for a little walk. Go for a walk. I had to pick up my granddaughter from volleyball today. Forcel started volleyball, and now that she's in junior high, she can join that. So she's out there till 5 o'clock. So hopefully my cake will be all done, and I'll just have to let it cool before I frost it for tomorrow morning. So thank you very much for watching. Let me give you the recipe here. Okay? It's 350 degrees for, I want to say, about 35 to an hour. Just test it. A toothpick or whatever. So you need 4 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground cloves. Hope I'm not going too fast. 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of white sugar, 2 eggs, 2.5 cups of applesauce, 1.5 cups of chopped walnuts. You can use pecans if you want. I just happen to have walnuts opened. And 2 cups of raisins. Mix them together, put them in a 9x13. I sprayed my pan and I used flour to flour it. And that is it. So I hope you try to make one of these, and whether you make it in loaves or smaller cake pans, it's totally up to you. I hope you try it and enjoy it, because it really is nice, especially this time of the season with the apples and everything else. So thank you again for watching, and we hopefully will be seeing you again. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.